there has been a new way that was presented to you before, and I feel that you just went, yeah, I'm not doing that. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars is worth a look at the moment. For whatever sign is in the title down below. It's the same introduction for all of them. There's a timestamp down below if you watch more than one, and you should watch more than one. You want to at least watch your Sun and your Rising, if not your Moon stroke Mars stroke Venus, especially because in ancient astrology the rising sign was the more important one. If you don't know what your rising and your moon sign is, there is a link down below to get yourself a free birth chart. All you need is the time, exact time, date obviously, and place of birth, which you can load that in and download the PDF. There's also a link down there to the Facebook group where you can see more effective notifications of when I post my videos, because not all the YouTube ones always go out, I gather. I don't get all the notifications of all the channels I'm subscribed to, but I'm subscribed to a lot, so I struggle to keep track sometimes. On that note, though, if you join the Facebook group, please don't let it prevent you from subscribing here. I'm a new YouTube channel, newish, I'm 5 months old now. So, yeah, I need all the subscriptions I can get. Anyway, this is a reading about the new moon in Aries that happened last Tuesday. They're late. We know the chaos that is going on in the world at the moment. These energies last, however, for a month long. And this is quite an essential new moon, with it also being at the start of the astrological new year. There's a lot of intention setting that you can do. And yes, the peak was at the new moon, but this is intention setting that you can create through the whole month. And with Saturn just moving into Aquarius, you can start things now and make progress now on things that will then calm down, or at least have the structure build up around them that you need while Saturn returns into Capricorn. And then as it pushes forward again at the end of the year, whatever you're planning now should really take off. That's the plan. We are in a very special time. We are in a very crazy time. No doubt you'll have plenty of time to watch all the videos of all your placements that you need, since wherever you are in the world, if you're not isolated at home yet, then you soon will be, but you probably already are. So good luck, everybody. Stay home. You know, there's... I know a few people will react going, they're not telling me I can't move around. Do it. Stay home. One, if you're into the YouTube tarot readings, enjoy the time of being able to look within. But more importantly, you could be a carrier and you can end up with spreading the virus in a way that will affect the elderly and the vulnerable. And you don't have to be that old to be vulnerable to it, and you don't necessarily have to be that unhealthy to be vulnerable to it, it appears, either. Anyway, move on. Back to the tarot. So it's going to be a Celtic cross, clarified, with some oracle cards. I'm doing a special thing for the new moon this time. I'm going to pull out my angel cards to see what angel is supporting us, because we all need that at the moment. Oops. And there I go, destroying my set. But I'm also going to pull out one of my Demon Possessed Tarot to see which goetic spirits can be supporting us at the moment. I will be looking at the god forces that are for and against us. Yeah, I've really said everything about the new moon and the intention settings. So I've also posted on my Facebook page a video from Achita Bava, formerly Richard Ellenbass, who has done a wonderful thing about the new moon. And there's a few other astrologer videos on there. This is a really important new moon. If you're into your astrology or want to know about it, then go and have a look, or just look up on YouTube New Moon in Aries Astrology. This is a big, big time, and I don't have the expertise to explain it half as well as they do. But the question that I am looking at, I've called these readings Riding the New Moon, because riding the new moon energies, but I want to put the bit at the end about what the reading's about. So, yeah, riding the new moon energies through this month into the new year, whether it's Vedic astrology or Western astrology, it is the astrological new year. So, with no further ado, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Cancer, and welcome Cancer Rising and Cancer Moon from the timestamp. Now, if you are Cancer Rising, this is happening in your 10th house, your achievements and status in the outside world. But this looks like quite a... well, it's inside and outside. What I want to draw your attention to first is the Oracle cards. The answers you need are coming. Full Moon in Gemini here. Focus with the waxing gibbous moon, and Remph, the Angel of Time. The Angel of Time card is very much either the time is now or that all things pass away. So it can also be a this too shall pass, because you've been doing a lot of hard work to look within, especially since certain facts appear to have been kept secret from you, I think is one way to put it. You may have been lied to, or you may have had to secrete away certain facts of your own. But what I feel is that you may well have been identifying lies that have been told to you, but I can't help but shake the feeling that somewhere you are responsible for some of these lies as well. You know, it's not just somebody lying to you. Somewhere I think you may have been lying to yourself or carrying on a lie unbeknownst. You know, like someone told you a lie when you were 7 and you're now 47 and you've been perpetuating that lie all of your life without knowing it. So over 40 years, yeah, I think you can take some responsibility even though you had been lied to. But there's very much an element of strategy to look at discovering your own inner light, because you do feel like you're going ahead into unknown territory. What is crossing you, however, is an immense sense of loss. So that makes me think maybe these lies were ones that you liked. You know, as simple as that. You liked them. You liked believing this thing. It was comfortable there. But you've been left with more than enough and sight of a... look at this lighthouse on the back here. Well, rocky outcropping and a star, but I'd like to think it's more of a lighthouse on at the moment, that is shining its light upon all of these fallen cups and the two upright ones. Even more the two upright ones, because they're reflecting this light. You've been left with more than enough to carry on. And I know you've been hurt at the moment. You're not the only person that's been hurt. Someone has gone surging ahead with something because they've been hurt. And I feel that you are trying to cut something out and cut someone out and going, I am claiming my own power from this because of some form of, Three of Swords here and here, some form of pain that you've put to one side. But I'm really drawn to the spilt ink on the bed. Now, my first thought, my more housewifey thought is you're not going to get that out easily. And yeah, you're not going to get it out easily, but it's something that is building character. It's something that is building a history up, because this Queen of Swords card, yes, it's being defiant. There's a wonderful defiant feeling with this card, and it's being quite strict, going, that, no more. Out. Cutting it out. But also, there is an element here of she held aloft her magic sword and said the words for the honour of Grayskull. 10 points for if you know where that one's from. And you have to be of a certain age, I think. Although, no, there's a new relaunch, isn't there? But anyway, I digress. This could easily be a pain that has been visited upon you and somebody else, or you and more than one person. Everybody is reacting to it, you know. So I don't want to apportion blame for this hurt on the secrets and the strategy that has occurred already and is occurring right now, but I do feel that it makes those secrets and strategy a little bit irrelevant, especially when you need to be aware of what is lost, but be more aware of what you have, because your attention in the day-to-day world is being drawn to where you're missing something, where you're lacking something, where you resources that you don't have, positions that you don't have, authority that you don't have. But whoever is drawing your attention to this, I'm sorry, but they are up their own backside. You know, they are not a positive influence here. The King of Pentacles upright in a love reading is all that. I don't do love readings, and he's in a challenge position here. So I do feel that he's a little bit smug, a little bit self-satisfied. Bear in mind, this could be a woman as well as a man. Or it could be the feel of a circumstance. You know, it could be some form of authority. It is a king. So, you know, whether it's your local council or your boss at work. Or more, not just your boss at work, more the director at work, I think, because it's that high level with the kingness going on. But there has been a new way that was presented to you before, and I feel that you just went, yeah, I'm not doing that. Maybe there's an element of regret going on there. Your friends maybe pulled you away from the idea of going ahead with that new idea. It doesn't matter. That's okay. I do feel that there's a change of friends coming on. You have 3 of Cups in the past, 3 of Cups in the future. So it's showing a wonderful amount of support that is with you. And there was support that didn't mean any harm when they said, oh, no, I wouldn't do that. You know, they didn't mean any harm by that. But I don't think they necessarily did you any favours, but it doesn't matter. Because if it mattered, Spirit would be coming back with the same thing, be pushing you in the same direction. It's not. It's a cup here. That 1 cup that the hand of God is delivering to the 4 of Cups is a dream. You'd have the Ace of Cups up here if that was what was happening. No. Spirit is saying, right, time to move forward, but you're going to have a little bit of balance, but you can choose both. Right, that's what that's meaning. You can choose both, because although it sounds pretty blooming miserable, so cheer up, Cancer, because what you have to work with, victory and the King of Wands, you are coming into your own real ability to manifest. You can manifest whatever you want. You are going to have victory with the right information. And there is information coming to you, and it is healing information, as I'm seeing from the laurel wreath here, as a symbol of Apollo, or at least it was in a magical text I read a long, long time ago to do with the Greek gods. But I want to draw your attention back to the answers you need are coming. But you must stop protecting yourself. You must stop protecting whatever it is, quite possibly this lies and strategy. You don't need to protect that lies and strategy anymore because it has gone. It is irrelevant. You have more than enough to deal with, but your urge to fight, your urge to slay monsters, your urge to do your 12 labours, you've done your 12 labours, finished. Time to move on. Time to start something far more wonderful, far more victorious. Now you've already trod on this path because you have been looking within, even if you have mixed it up a little bit with the odd white lie here and the odd secret there, or it has been mixed up a bit with lies that somebody else has told to you. And I think both, to be honest. This isn't a case of take what resonates and leave the rest. Both. But the angel that looks after you here is the angel of knowing. My sense of inner knowing leads me to the light. You are on the path. And what did I say? Even that sense of loss is taking you to the light here with the lighthouse here with that 5 of Cups. And you have plenty of ways that you can move forward. I ask for what angel is looking after you and what goetic spirit you can work with. We've got Ose, Oz, however you pronounce it. I'm going to say Ose because it sounds nice. makes one cunning in liberal sciences, gives true answers on divine and secret things. So by looking within, you are uncovering these secrets and lies that have been told to you. Able to turn others into different forms and convince them that the change is real. I like that, especially since here it's the Seven of Cups. You've got many options on how to move forward on this, and you can have more than one. As Spirit is saying here, choose both. Okay, so that old dream that you was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. It was something that Spirit was jumping up and down and saying, try this, try this. It's become sort of irrelevant for the time being, but I don't think it's become eternally irrelevant. I think it's something that you will benefit from looking back at and pulling bits from it. Maybe not the whole thing, but pulling bits from it. I know that you're feeling defensive at the moment, but you have the chance for rebirth. You have a chance of victory where you are defeating your enemies, and you may just surprise yourself at just how good or how powerful at this that you are. The Emperor has come up for a lot of the readings so far. This is not the Emperor, but you look at this nice Knight of Wands. There's this poor magical, Nine of Wands, sorry. Poor magical student here, and she's pretty obviously vaporized the people that she was magically dueling with, and is a little bit shocked at her own ability there. But I also don't feel that that's a bad thing, you know, so hopefully vaporized is not, let's say, teleported elsewhere, because it doesn't feel as final as vaporizing someone. What I feel from it is that, oh wow, I did that, you know, despite everything that's happened, I could still do that. So focus, like this this middle oracle card is saying, it is now time because all things pass. Five of Cups. You are planting seeds at the moment. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. Yeah, that's a little bit saccharine. But it's true, because it's very saccharine. But it is true with this work that you've been doing with, you know, you're looking within, your hermit time, and the loss that you have suffered has been working towards that. The pain that you and others have experienced has been working for all that. You can see that there are others around you, through their pain, are inspiring you to action. And through their pain, they are inspired into action. And the Spirit is giving you this Ace of Wands here saying, come on, get up, you do it. You're capable of far more than you realise, because there is a whole new beginning here. Yeah, I mean, a wonderful tarot cliche and astrology cliche, but you have a new beginning with the Ace of Swords, a new beginning with clarity. That is the future here, a new beginning with clarity. So, there's information that you are going to find out, and that information leads to your victory. I think I've actually covered all of the cards here, apart from the god that is lifting you up towards the Godhead, ascension, a favourable outcome, whichever way you want to look at it. Here is Plutus with wealth. You have all of the resources that you need, and if you disagree with that, you're wrong, because you are capable of so much more than what you think you are. That's what I'm going to call the reading, if I remember. You are capable of so much more. There's the other thing is the Demon Possessed Tarot did give me a little narrative here when I was shuffling. You see me faffing about with these cards at the end of the shuffle video. Four of Cups, Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and my old friend Renove. So, Four of Cups, we're looking at what's been going on in the past here. Steals or fetches anything requested with the Spirit's shacks, including money and horses. Reveals secret things, brings questionable familiar. So whatever this dream was, he was like, do I really want to do it in the light of what I have learned and in the light of what I am keeping secret? And that led you into challenge. That led you into conflicts. That led you to distancing yourself, but there is a new beginning coming up for you now if you grab it. Here with Lucifuge Rufacal, gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. Ace of Pentacles here. And then finally, Renove with the Eight of Wands. Once you start on this path, you are going to become more learned. You can look at your old experiences in a new light. You are going to be able to forge peace, maybe with other people who are hurt, whoever all these hurting people are in this situation, which includes you, but is not only you. You can bring peace through the power of diplomacy, but once you get started, things are going fast. Look at this Two of Pentacles that Spirit is going in, where you can choose both. You have the the word's just falling out of my head, the name of the infinity symbol. No, it's gone. I can't remember what you call it. But basically, as I look at it, it's getting faster and faster and faster and faster going round. Perfect time for the camera to be weird there, right? So there is a lot of energy by you choosing both. To choose both, you have to be diplomatic and you have to be looking at it for healing on everybody's everybody's part, everybody's side, not just your own, because there is a whole new beginning coming once you gain that clarity, and the whole new beginning gives you the clarity. And now I'm just going to be repeating myself. So if this means anything to you, Cancer, comment down below, press the subscribe button while you're there, and the like button certainly doesn't harm. In fact, do that for any and all tarot readers or anybody you like on YouTube. The like and the subscribes really, really help. Also down below is the link to the Facebook group. Join that to keep posted for, if the notifications bell ain't working, for any more videos that I'm doing, because over the next few days, hopefully I've got opportunity to film a lot, and there is a lot going on in the skies. Okay. The slogan that I said of whatever I was going to call the reading. But yeah, basically, focus, heal. You're capable of so much more. Cheers.